Good morning, everyone. This is for my level 3 year 1 business class. So it's group A and B, but I'm also going to send this to group C as well. And this relates to your first assignment for marketing. I hope everyone's all right. At this present moment in time, I am in my underground bunker. My group will enjoy that, knowing that I will be safe. So I will be able to mark all of your assignments. So do not worry about that. But I'm going to go through the assignment today. I'm going to talk through everything you need to add into your assignment, a little bit like a crib sheet, but I thought this was quite a good idea to do it on here because you can then stop and start the video, you can write your own notes, etc. So your first assignment is to prepare a written document which shows that you know about marketing techniques and use of marketing products in two different organizations. You will also provide information about the statutory and non-statutory constraints affecting the marketing activities carried out by businesses. So this is an essay. We're looking at two different organizations. If I were you, I would look at potentially a high street company like say something like Curry's, or it could be something like JD Sports, it could be New Look, it could be River Island, and then compare it with an online only company. So something like eBay, Amazon, Pretty Little Things, Boohoo. They are companies that don't have shops, they don't have marketing as such in front of you. A lot of it is digital, so you'll be able to make a good comparison. You are to work for a professional marketing organisation which provides work experience opportunities for students studying businesses at level 3. You have been asked to provide written material for those work experience students in which you evaluate the use of marketing techniques by two selected businesses. You have decided to choose two quite different businesses to help you to draw comparisons of different businesses using different techniques. You are also aware that there are constraints on the marketing activities carried out by businesses and have decided to include these within the constraints of this essay. Okay, so first things first, come up with two different companies. As I say, maybe a high street company and then an online company. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to say to you is you need to be using the VTech book. Look, I have a copy of it here. Sam doesn't have it, I have it. So the good thing is with this is it has all of the answers that you need for the pass criteria. Obviously, for the merit and distinction, you're going to start to analyze, you're going to start to develop what you already know from the theory, but everything is in this. So as I talk, I'm going to be telling you what pages all this information is on. I've also sent you all of the information for the PowerPoints that I've actually sent you is information that you can use in your assignment as well. So the first thing you need to do is this is task A. This is outline two different organizations, right? We've got to look at their main activities, target market, and aims. So a small introduction for both the organizations. That's what I'd like first. That's how I want you to set this assignment up. So introduce me, organization 1, organization 2. Okay, so that's a little bit of research. Tell me how big the company is, tell me if it's based on the high street, tell me if it's online, etc. Okay, the main marketing activities. So how do they market? What forms of marketing do they use? Now you can do this through research, and you can actually take some screenshots, you can take images that come from Google, and you can tell me that they might be using billboards, they might have an advert on television. For instance, if you use something like John Lewis, you could screenshot what they do and how they promote their brand. Okay, so then I will need you to look at the different ways that they market. So for instance, billboards, internet, website, adverts on TVs, and give me examples of that. So the last thing I'm wanting you to look at, the second to last thing I want you to look at is who are their target markets. So you're going to tell me who their demographic is, okay? So how does that link to the form of marketing that we're actually looking for, okay? So for instance, if the link is between, let's say, Boohoo or Pretty Little Things, you're looking at social media, you're looking at online presence. They don't have a shop, but the reason for that is that you guys, your age group potentially are the ones who are going to be buying their product. So therefore, they're going to be using that form of marketing, which is social media. Like we've already said before, that you guys only use social media. You don't look at newspapers, you don't look at TV ads. Okay, so who are their target market? Okay, and then the last thing we're looking at is the aims for their marketing. Okay, So the aims for the marketing is, what are they trying to be? Are they trying to be the biggest company in the UK? Are they trying to be the biggest online retailer? Yeah, look how their aims link to their marketing. So that's section A. Okay. So section B, describe how each organization uses techniques such as branding and relationship marketing and the growth strategies. Okay, so this is Ansoff's theory. You need specific examples here. So first of all, you need to tell me what relationship marketing is. Now, this is on page 92 of the book under the title Relationship Marketing. Surprising. Okay, so you can write about relationship marketing. And you can tell me about growth strategies, which is on page 90. And you can also do some general research about Ansoff's theory. Okay, so that's ANSOFF. Okay, and all you need to do is do a little bit of Googling, find out about it, and how companies use that. Okay, and you need to make sure you're linking all of these type of theories, so the growth theory, relationship marketing, etc., which was found on page 92. You will need to make sure that when you write the theory, you relate it to your two companies and tell me how they do that. Okay, so that's your A and B. Now, if you do that, that's pass. Okay, so well done. You've got a pass in the bag. We'll take it. Okay, then we're looking at task C. Okay, or task one, but the C section. Okay, so this is a comparison table. So split the page down the middle, explain to me all the different techniques they use and why. Now, this is only for one organization, okay? So what you need to be doing is you need to be thinking to yourself, okay, so how does, let's say, Pretty Little Things market to these customers? So maybe they use the website, maybe they use social media, maybe they use Instagram, maybe they use emailing, okay? And you need to tell me, okay, with explanations, why they use that form of media, okay? So why they use that form of marketing. So again, why do they use social media? Why do they use TV ads? Think of the audience and target market. You might be able to use some of your work from the previous assignment for retail, which is all about demographics, if you've tried to do the distinction and merit section, okay? So you've got A, which is outline the different organizations, main activities, target market, and aims. You've then got describe how each organization uses techniques such as branding and relationship marketing. That's all within your book, which is pages 86 to 91. You've then got to compare the marketing activities of the two selected organizations. Okay, I do apologize. I think I may have just said one, but I would like you to compare both of them, and you can do that as a table. So you can split the page down the middle. Okay, and then D is that you need to evaluate the effectiveness of the use of marketing techniques in one of the selected organizations. So how effective are different marketing techniques? Now, if you look at page 90 and you look at the section that says 1.3, you'll actually look at marketing techniques available. So you'll talk about things called growth strategy, market development, product development, diversification, and branding. Okay, so all of those things that you'll look at, and you'll tell me about each one of them and how effective they are. Okay, so all I wanted you to tell me is like the advantages of them. You could throw some disadvantages in if you're going to want to try and get the higher grades, okay? This section here is your merit and distinction, okay? So again, you're going to be going through your growth strategies, your market development, product development, diversification, and branding, okay? And again, that's on page 90, okay? Once you've done all of that, you've got task B to do. Now, task B is you have to produce again a Word document describing the following. So the role of the advertising standard authorities, the voluntary codes of practice, the influence of pressure groups, and the relevant legislation that businesses need to be aware of. Now, you have to understand that this section is only a pass, it's P2. Now, luckily for you, from page 93 of the book, okay, so from this section here, this actually tells you everything you need to know, limitations and constraints of marketing activities. So it talks about Sales of Goods Act, consumer protection, consumer credit, it talks about consumer protection regulations, data protection, and the voluntary codes of advertising practice. Now, all you need to do and all I need to see is that you write a paragraph on each one of those. Again, if you're trying to aim to get the higher grades, I would like to see a little bit of your own research here, but if you're stuck and you just want to get the pass, you can just look at those and you can gather the information from the BTEC book. Okay, that's all I need to see from you. Okay, so this is like a normal workshop that we would have in class, and I would tell you exactly what bits you need to put in. However, due to us being slightly obviously a distance, we're going to have to do a little bit of research ourselves. Okay, but the majority of information is in the book. Okay, all you need to do is research your own two organisations. Remember, this is a written assignment. It's in section A and section B. Okay, let's get it done. I'd like to see a draft really by the end of the week. Okay, if you need a little bit longer, please let me know. If you could just send me an email or just put me on Teams and say, Henry, I've watched the video. I get a bit of an idea about it. I'm going to have a start. It's very difficult for me to actually give you feedback if I don't receive anything from you. So if you send me what you've got, I can then give you feedback and say you need to add a little bit more in here, you need to add this in here. Okay, if you send me an email saying I'm confused, it's very difficult for me to have a starting point to actually help you. Okay, so try your best, attempt it. Okay, and send me something in by either the end of the week, because I know some of you have already started this. And if you haven't, we can set up. I need you to email me and come up with a date over Easter holidays. I need this in by the time we get back after Easter. Okay, so it's really, really important that you get this done and dusted. Okay, this is assignment 1. We've only got one other assignment to do. Okay, so let's get this done and dusted. You've got a lot of pressure from Sam, etc., and Nafisa at the moment as well to get pieces in. But I really, really need you to really concentrate. Okay, so if you could do that, that would be lovely. Okay, so just bear with me for 1 second as my cat wants to come in. Come on. You want to say hello? Come and say hello to everyone. Who's this? So that's what I would like you to do. This is my cat. This is Alaska. So she's also obviously going to be very, very important. So come down. She's probably wanting some breakfast. Okay, so if you could make sure that everything is done, please, and you could give me an email to let me know that that is done, that would be perfect. I hope everyone's safe. I hope everyone's following government guidelines. And if you've got any problems, please drop me an email or speak to me on Teams. All right, thanks ever so much, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.